Now you have Studio to help you do that. Without that connection, you lack the opportunity to both confirm that the AI is doing what you want and introduce additional functionality to it. What makes it so novel is that it's combining some of the very latest capabilities in AI augmented testing in TrueTest with proven test automation technology in Katalon Studio. And it might not be obvious to people, but the way that, if you're not familiar with TrueTest, what TrueTest does is instrument your application under test and basically monitor what users are doing, record user sessions so that you can then turn those into automated test scripts that you can then execute. What might not be obvious, back to my earlier point, is that you do, even though we're generating these for you, you do want to be able to inspect them and confirm that they're doing what you need, right? You're a testing team, you're a director of testing. It's ultimately going to be on you to certify that these tests that got generated do the job that's expected and really do validate things. What's nice about the fact that TrueTest is generating Studio scripts is you can look at those scripts, and particularly if you have people who are familiar with Studio and it's a popular product that a lot of people in the market are familiar with, they can inspect those and say, this does execute this flow and test the necessary steps. And if needed, they can add additional checks into the flow that may not be evident just from the recording, right? You may have specific business rules that you want to introduce. So now you have Studio to help you do that. Without that connection, you lack the opportunity to both confirm that the AI is doing what you want and introduce additional functionality to it. I think that's something in particular that when you're interacting with AI, you want to think about, like, how am I going to confirm the validity of this? We see this all the time, right? When you're just using it to answer questions for you on the internet, it may be hallucinating something. Well, you go and check to make sure that that thing is real. You go do a Google search and see, does that document really exist? Did this event really happen? The combination of TrueTest and Studio lets you do that same thing of saying, like, okay, I got all these generated tests. Let me just take a look at it and make sure it conforms with what I expected.